Hi guys, so this is Elf. Great thing here. We're gonna show you guys how to do makeup. It's pretty awesome. So first we want to beat ourselves in the face. We gotta slap it on there real good. Make sure you get over your eyes so you get that burning sensation every time you open your eyeballs. And get it on your neck too, so you don't look like you have leprosy. Alright, and we gotta get more on our eyes. Okay, now this is a pad, it's a magical pad, you put stuff on it. And then you want to put a little bit on your hand for reasons we're really not sure why. But, I think it's just kind of what the artists do, so that's kind of what I do. And then you put it on your face. And again, back to beating yourself. It's a pretty masochistic thing that we do here. We just like to beat ourselves. But it does make us look really pretty in the end. I just know. Just ignore the bruising. You just don't hit hard enough to bruise, but hard enough to know that you've been hit. Kind of like you're in a boxing match. Okay, and then you get your ears. And you're going to notice that, there's parts of your eyes that are a little darker at first, but you just beat them too, and eventually they all submit to your will. Okay, so then you want to get your forehead too, so you don't look like you're 90. Okay, you'll notice you have to look into the mirror every few seconds to make sure you're pretty. Okay, the more you look, the better. Now this right here, this is a really awesome liquid that you put right under your eye, and essentially this is supposed to get rid of all the black lines. After it makes you look like Casper's trying to dress up for Halloween. Now it's wonderful because you put this on once or twice, and eventually what happens is you turn into a supermodel. Yeah, you drop 20 years. It's amazing. I know right now I kind of look like I'm signing up for Scarface or maybe some type of tribal deal. That was my scary face because I'm a tribal warrior. I like to flex my tribal warrior muscles. Now back to beating. Stick your tongue out too to make sure you have that good Samoan feel. Okay. Now, as you're doing this, remember that if you get a lot in your eye, that's actually key. I know it stings, but it's actually the way it's supposed to feel because beauty hurts. And then you wipe some on your lip. Now, this is a brush. This brush, if you don't blow on it, it actually won't brush your face. I don't know how to explain that to you. It just won't do it. Then you rub it on your face. Not really enough to move anything around. It's morely just for looks. It doesn't actually do anything. But you just want to keep brushing your face. Okay, now we're going to try to fix the eyebrows here. And you want to make them darker because although you already have eyebrows, and that's the way you were supposed to look to begin with, we want to make sure they look prettier. So what we do here is we delicately wipe this little brush across your eyebrows. And when you mess up, you want to let out a really, really loud squeal of irritation every time you mess up. Now, moving on from here, you want to make sure you get your side profile and kind of, look like you're trying to, flirt with the mirror, like every 45 to 52 seconds. Make sure you don't go to 53 seconds, though, because it's a different kind of profile and you don't want to go there. Okay, essentially what you want to do now is you want to pick up the stuff that looks like it just got picked up for a Dracula warehouse costume, and you want to rub it on your eyes. Now, you don't really beat yourself, kind of like we were doing before. This is more like a gouging type of thing. You kind of want to just poke yourself really hard and push your eyeball in. If you don't feel your eyeball actually squish behind your skull, you're probably not doing it right. Now, this right here is another brush, and this one we're going to go back to the eyes because we really want to punish our eyes. We like it to make our eyes feel like they've just went through a marathon. This is essentially what we're trying to do. And again, make sure you check yourself out every 15 to 25 seconds. And again, you also want to flirt with the mirror every 52 seconds. But don't go to 53 because, once again, no one likes a negative Nancy. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the eyes because we weren't done the first time. I know we've already covered this and we already have the color on there that it's supposed to look like, but we're going to keep rubbing it and jabbing it into our eyeball until we have a headache. Okay, so we don't quite have a headache yet, so let's do the other eye. Okay, now we're going to push even harder this time because the eyeball's not doing that kind of squishy effect that you need that lets you know that you're looking pretty. Okay, so then you smile to make sure that the mirror knows that you're not actually in pain, you just feel like it. And you go back to gouging the left eye again. Okay, and some on the right. Oh, we're almost there. Oh, we got to poke over here first. Hold on. There we go. I probably should have beat my face more. It might have helped. Okay, now I got to poke myself in the middle of the eye. Okay, now this is a device. It's kind of top secret. You can get it at the Dollar Tree. And we're going to go back to jabbing our eyes some more. Now, I know this might seem scary, but you actually want to rub this black paint all over your eyeball so you look really pretty. See, and then you have to let out your Samoan war cry because if you don't let that out, it just doesn't work, and we'll go to the other eye. Now, don't mind the fact that my hands are really, really shaky. It's just because, after jabbing yourself in the eye for so long, your body starts to not like the pain. This right here, this is some more blush stuff that you put on your cheek bones. And not really your cheekbones, but the skin that like is where your cheeks would have been, and you also put it on your forehead. There's no real reason for it, but you want to keep blowing the brush. And then you want to kind of brush your hair out, but make sure you go back to blowing the brush more. And then start rubbing it more on. And you want to open your mouth up like you're Kim Kardashian. Yeah, this is key. Make sure you do sort of kind of like duck lips, but not all the way. You don't want it to look like you're trying, but you do. And if you notice, like every 5 or 6 seconds, I look at the mirror like Kim Kardashian posing for a new picture. That's essentially just to make sure you get the right look. And more duck lips. Okay, good. Now, you have to blow out it again. I know it doesn't look like it does anything, but it's actually magic. And sometimes it makes you sneeze, but that's okay. Okay, so now we're going to go back to jabbing things in our eye that shouldn't go there. So first off, you want to keep wiping this mascara or eyeliner. I'm really not sure which one this is. I think it's mascara all over your eyes. And you want to make them essentially look like they're spider webs. Right, and if you don't feel a little bit of pain, you're probably not doing it right, so you should probably stick it in your eye further. Okay, now we're going to do it sideways, and again, if you don't feel it scratching your eyeball, you're probably doing it wrong, so make sure you really jab it in there. Just really get it in there. Cool. And then look at the mirror like you're, Bambi, and go back. Now this is a pen. We use this pen on our lips, not really for any particular purpose, because our lips already have lines on them, but we just, we aren't really satisfied until our entire face looks like it's been done for a Circus Olay. Okay, now if you miss a line, it's okay because most people have screwed up lips anyways. So you just want to make sure that, you really just scrape it. Most of it's back to if you don't feel any pain, you're probably doing it wrong. Make a little kissy face and grab this other vial. This vial here has some brown stuff in it. I love this stuff. It basically makes my life complete. If I didn't have this, I don't know if I'd want to live. Now, this stuff is like lip gloss, but it's really dark. And essentially, you're just trying to go back to the theme where you just poke uncomfortable things into your body, and it starts making you look pretty. And then, again, you want to fake kiss the mirror a whole bunch. And then you want to play with your hair and do a little model pose and do the I'm pretty, I'm cute, and I love you. So, that's pretty much how you take selfies and how you do your makeup. I'll talk to you guys later.